Hey, what's up guys, Crazy here, back in Anthem, and later today we're going to have the 4th week Cataclysm reset, which brings us finally the new legendary weapons as well as a brand new Crucible of Astrid event in the Cataclysm map. So let's jump right in with all of the details and everything you need to know about it. Anyway, the reset will happen later today, so according to the latest news coming up from BioWare, the update is going to happen sometimes around 8 AM Eastern Daylight Time, or on the EU time 1 PM British Standard Time. So it's going to be a few more hours until then, but let's go over all of the details and all of the cool new stuff. Of course, the brand new event is going to be called Crucible of Astrid. This is the 7th and final event on the top right corner of the screen in the Trials of Might region. So this is probably the most complicated of them all. This is going to require a lot of teamwork coordination. I mean, even the message from BioWare themselves pretty much puts an emphasis on the fact that teamwork is going to be key. So I've already covered this in a previous video. If you want to check my full guide on all of the 7 arenas in the Cataclysm map, then I suggest you go ahead and check that one out, because that is going to definitely be helpful. But otherwise, I'm going to post a video later today explaining the Crucible of Astrid in more detail. Anyway, as I was saying, the brand new war chest reset is going to bring the whole bunch of new weapons, which includes the pulse accelerators, the Voltcasters, as well as the Blade Singers. So there's a lot of weapons in the game, about 12 I believe, and a lot of them are really awesome. Especially the Razor Wing is one of my favorite. It deals a huge amount of damage if you get the proper stats on it, but most importantly it bounces from enemy to enemy, so it's definitely very useful against big groups of enemies. And in my case, as I really like doing the Grab It King for the huge amount of points, it's always very helpful against those nasty Grabbits. But anyway, I'm going to make an updated guide on all of the weapons in the game, ranking them from best to worst, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, outside of these, we will only get the war chest melee weapon, and these are the only ones that seem to be returning. We won't get the gear war chests, neither the support abilities, unfortunately. Hopefully before this event ends, BioWare will bring us all the war chests back, so we get more chance to get, well, the items that we actually need. I don't think it's a good direction to gate all of this stuff and only put it in 1 week, but yeah, hopefully that will change in the future. War chest weapons and war chest melee is what we will have this week, but these are not the only additions, and in fact we have a ton of stuff being added to the vanity store. So let's go over some of the cool stuff that we have over here, because some of these are really awesome, as you probably already got used to anyway. So for the Interceptor, this is the week for the Interceptor, and we will get the Piercer armor pack. This is the same crystal armor style that all of the other javelins before it got in the previous weeks as well, and it looks pretty much like this. Really freaking cool. All of these armor sets so far looked top notch, so I cannot wait to actually purchase this one. Tell me, how many of the previous ones did you guys get? For what javelins did you purchase the crystal armor pack up until now? Outside of these, we also get a bunch of wraps, paints and graphics, as well as decals. So one of them is the neon shard, which looks like this. Then we have something called the gleaming mantle. This is a graphic, as well as the purple spire, both of which look really freaking cool. And outside of that, there is just a bunch of decals, an arriving emote called Triple Axle for the Storm Javelin, and finally the emote Cameraman. And that is pretty much it. This is going to be week 4. I'm really curious what will happen after this, because I believe this is the final event. Now, in terms of inversions, we will get On the Edge as well as Soldier's Reward. On the Edge makes it so that at low armor, damage dealt is increased. This should definitely help for Grandmaster 3, where you will get damage all the time. Soldier's Reward, killing an enemy restores a small amount of shields, is also extremely useful. This one works very well together with On the Edge inversion, because if you have your armor low, at the very least you will get some shields back. Anyway, I was talking about the Crucible of Astrid event, and this is a 2-part puzzle that requires quite a lot of team coordination and communication, so you might want to use those microphones if you want to get these right as fast as possible. To give you a full rundown of this event, as soon as you get to it, just have somebody get close to the tunnel, grab the echo from the device and bring it to the second device to the left side of that tunnel. Putting it there will deactivate the section that holds the last 4 echoes, so have 2 players go ahead and grab it. From this point on, you can take out the echo from the device itself, from the beam, and bring it back to the tunnel area. And here is where you will want to do this event with at least 3 players. One player should always activate and deactivate the door mechanism so that players can enter and exit the tunnel, put in the echo back so that the first part of the tunnel gets revealed, have the 2 players who got the 4 echoes enter that section, and then the 3rd player who is controlling the door device take back the echo again. From this point on, the remaining players can just go into the back room and put each of the 4 echoes in their respective devices so that they can move towards the next section of the puzzle. And that is of course activating those pressure plates. From this point on, just activate the 4 pressure plates. It's preferable to have 4 of the players on each of those plates, but one player can activate 2 plates at the same time as long as the other 2 are also activated. So you can either go with the full party or simply make use of the weights scattered just outside the tunnel itself. They are scattered around, so you will have to search for them a little bit, but they are really easy to spot. So once you do that, just grab them and make use of some of them and then activate 2 at the same time, or just have the rest of the players sitting on those plates. And once you do that, you will activate the final beam, which will activate the final device, so you can just go in and press the button and that will reveal the crystal so you can destroy it. Now if you also want to summon Astrid, it's actually really easy. From the last device that deactivated the crystal, what you need to do is to go slightly to the left, really close to the edge of the arena up until you see a small little platform. Over there behind it you will find the device that you can use in order to summon Astrid. She doesn't drop any loot, but she is definitely useful for the fact that she gives you bonus points, as well as the fact that she counts for a really cool achievement. So once you kill her, you can even destroy the crystal, or you can destroy the crystal first and then deal with Astrid. Any of these will work, as the order doesn't matter. But yeah, with that being said and done, this is all there is to the brand new Cataclysm update, and later today we're even going to have a full-on live stream where we will play Grandmaster 3. So if any of you guys want to play with me, then make sure you drop over there, and as we did in every week so far, I'm going to play with some of you guys in Grandmaster 3 or maybe even 2s to get some of the brand new weapons. But yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a thumbs up on it would be super appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe and activate that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.